Hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. It is August 24th, 2009, and I just got back from my trip. And I'm telling you, I had a fabulous trip. This is a little talk sort of on, I could tell you about my trip and Scientology and health. Scientology, that's another way they try to rope people in, is through health. And that they say if you use their auditing techniques or counseling, you'll be healthier. Well, if you look at the statistics of it, a number, like I've told you guys before, my brother is not even a year older than I am, and called me once while I was in and said, you know, we're less than a year older than each other. I know one person who's dead, and you know a cast of thousands. I mean, not literally, but, you know, tons of your best friends are dead, and that was true. It was amazing how many people were dying. For me, it was one of the things that started me waking up. So can you get healthy with Scientology? You might get healthy, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's not a very healthy route. It really isn't. People all the time are struggling along with illnesses, not getting better. I certainly wasn't. I had some very, very definite things I wanted help with, and I never got any help with them. Not ever with anything. I lost, like I've told you guys, I lost 70 pounds. Was that with Scientology? No. It was with Weight Watchers. That was it. You know, it's like they never would help me with it. So, anyway, this weekend, my friend invited me to come to this raw foods seminar. And I know, you know, probably most of you are not for raw food, and you're like, oh, no, it's another cult, you know, and it isn't. It really isn't. In fact, they say it over and over. This is not a religion. It is not a cult. You know, they're really big on that. You know, it's like and there were tremendous amounts of different viewpoints. I mean, it was incredible. First of all, we flew up to San Francisco and then drove through the Redwoods. And if you live here and you get a chance, take that route. It is glorious, you know, through 128, Highway 28, over to the ocean. And then we went up to Fort Bragg, right on the ocean, waking up every day, just this delightful fresh air, and just wonderful people from all over the United States were there. If any of you are seeing it, because I'd invited a bunch of people to come by my YouTube site, I loved meeting everyone. This is the lady who created it. Let's see if you can see her. She's really wonderful. She's got the Living Light Culinary Arts Institute, and she actually teaches people how to cook very special. Cooking is wrong. They don't cook. That's right. They prepare, because they don't. That's their big thing. They don't cook. Let's see. I'll try to give you some pictures of really tasty foods. They're really yummy and surprisingly delicious. I mean, let's see, here's one of the desserts. This is really fabulous. They're really wonderful. But listening to all the information, and there was a wealth of age group, too. There were people that were like in their 20s and 30s that had, and I was like, how did you get into this? And they were like, you know, I just started eating raw, and I was so much happier. I was so much healthier. I had so much more energy, but I just stuck with it. And now they have businesses, and they've written books, and they're in their 30s, and I mean, they were fantastic. I mean, this one guy sends me emails all the time with information. I mean, really great facts. Another gentleman I met has the Hippocrates Institute in Florida, and they're very big on helping people who are ill, you know, with a raw food diet and cleansing and stuff like that. So that was a different whole informational thing based on science, and so it was very, very fascinating and wonderful. Some of the nicest people I've met in a very long time. They were really great, and except for you guys. But you know, to be with a group of people for 3 or 4 days and just hear all their different stories and interests and what they're doing to help other people. The gentleman that wrote, he's the son of Baskin Robbins, and he wrote a book, The Diet for New America. And we had read it when I was in the cult, actually, and I was amazed. It's an amazing story in itself. And so he was there speaking. And then also the Mad Cowboy, he was a rancher. He was the guy with Oprah Winfrey where she got sued for saying, I'm never going to eat a hamburger again. And he was a fourth generation cattleman and had 7,000 herd of cattle, and realized what was actually happening with the cattle and found out that they were feeding, I know this is going to sound horrible, but it's what happens. They're feeding dead cattle to cattle to eat for food, and it's even worse. But he found out about it, and he just went, that's it. You know, he's completely raw, and he's just a great guy. I loved meeting him. I loved talking to him. Everyone I met there, they were just fantastic. It was a great trip. Like I said, the air is wonderful. Going through the redwoods was just like driving through heaven. It's incredible. So anyway, there you go. And oh yeah, I was going to tell you, they've done it 5 years in a row, and this is the first year they've done streaming live where they had it on the internet, and you can check it out. Let me see, it's at vibrantlivingexpo.com. vibrantlivingexpo.com. So if anybody wants to check it out, you can. But don't get all, weird with me, because I'm not like off on some cult or something like that. I'm just, Weight Watchers is very big on it too. Eat more vegetables, eat more fruit. It is a very healthy way to eat. So, I learned a lot more about it. It was wonderful. And that's what I did for the weekend. So I wanted to tell you guys, I knew I was going, and I had no idea. I didn't think I'd learn. I had no idea there'd be as many people as there were, that I'd meet so many people from so many different walks of life doing so many different things. I mean, it was fascinating. It really was. So there you go. That's my weekend, and I hope you guys have had a good one. And I know Mark had some interesting things that happened this weekend, so hopefully you'll have some photographs up on Xenu TV. In the meantime, my love to all of you. I hope you have an excellent week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.